All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation and much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. And your brothers from Great Millstone, Tampa, out here on this nature walk, I guess, preserve, down a little outhouse. So we're just going to do a video here, Lord's will is edifying. But, we're just going to go with the spirit. We're meditating and talking about the time of Jacob's trouble earlier. It's going to be bad times, man. All right, horrible times are approaching the planet Earth. All right, a time like no other. Let's start with Jeremiah 30 and 7.
All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because shit's about to get bad, man. It's going to be things you've never even seen in your life, All these things you see in movies, all right? That's going to be nothing. That's going to be a cakewalk compared to what people are going to see in these last days. Go ahead.
Right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "At last, for the day is great, so that none is like it. Mm-hmm. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble."
That's right. So it's specifically the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. Yeah, everybody, all the heathen and shit, they're going to partake in it. They're going to be getting their asses whooped and killed. But this is part specifically for Jacob, Israel, all right, for one last ass whipping. Okay, this is the last punishment Israel is going to receive until they enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right. And then after that, they're going to be perfect. So there won't be no need for chastisement anymore. That's why the Lord said, "He that he chastiseth, he loveth." Roughly paraphrasing. But this is it ain't gonna be a walk in the park. It's gonna be some gruesome times. Mm-hmm. All right, even the men of the Lord are gonna have to go through these tribulations. All right, witness things. But the difference is we're going to have a hedge of protection around us. All right, the Lord's going to lift up a standard, and he's going to protect his men. That's right. All right, keep going.
All right, reading on. "It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it."
Mm-hmm. It's the time of Jacob's trouble, again, but he shall be saved out of it. That he is talking about the elect. All right, the 144,000, the rest of the 1/3. All right, the Lord has a protection. Okay, a security detail, which is via the angels, all right, that protect us, all right, 24/7, and especially in the time of trouble, all right. It's only going to take for you to believe and for you to call on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, the scriptures say the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it. So that's what it's going to be a contingent on you calling on the Lord. All right, you're not just going to be able to go through it. In time of Jacob's trouble and just expect the Lord to come to your rescue, and you don't even believe. You're not even calling on his name. The first thing when you find yourself in a situation is the names Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Call on Yahweh Shem Shai. Even if it's a bad or good situation, you still praise the Lord for it because he's the one that's ultimately set this up. He ain't gonna give you nothing you can't handle.
You got a quick precept for you. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people."
Yeah, that's how bad the times is going to be. It's going to be so bad that one of the chief archangels got to stand for the children of Israel. Stand up. And he's not going to stand up for everybody in Israel, He's going to stand up for the elect. Okay? So that's how bad it's going to be. Again, that security detail is going to be them angels. All right? So if you don't have that hedge of protection, because ultimately you don't fear the Lord, pursuing the songs, said, "They that fear the Lord, the angels campeth round about them." Roughly paraphrasing. If you don't have that hedge of protection, you're gonna end up dying. To put it bluntly, you're gonna die, and in some horrific ways. You might starve to death. You might get run over by a tank, shot in the face, shot in the arms. You bleed to death. All right, the ways are endless. But what we fear the Lord, so we trying to get salvation, and we ain't trying to die.
As the scripture says, the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Mm-hmm. All right, so it reads on.
That's why it says, "Let not their incredulity trouble thee." That's right. Hey, if you don't want to believe, guess what? You're just gonna die in your unbelief, like brother just quoted, man. Good for you. Good riddance. Mm-hmm. That's what you need. You need that. If you don't believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, the creator and power of the universe, but the power of Israel more specifically, then you deserve to die, man.
That's right. It reads on. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
That time of trouble we just read in Jeremiah is going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. So what time of trouble is this talking about? It's talking about the time of Jacob's trouble. That's why Michael's going to have to stand for the children of thy people, because it's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. And the only way for the elect to be saved out of it is through the hand of the Lord. Go ahead.
All right, it reads on, even to that same time.
So it's going to be a time like no other. Go ahead. Finish that.
It says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
That's right. What book? The book of life, man. All right. The book of life is the only. If your name ain't on the route, it's like a VIP party, right? You go to the front door. I'm such and such. All right, let me see you. Nah, you ain't on the list. You can't come in. But oh wait, yeah, there you are, right here. All right, come on in. Oh, you got plus 8. All right, so that means you got 7 other people coming in with, or 8 other people coming in with you, and that's gonna be those people, the rest of the elect, the rest of the 1/3. That's gonna be they're gonna be following the prophets of the Lord, the servants of the Lord. But if you ain't got the invite, or if you ain't one of the plus ones, you gonna be left outside, watching from the outside in. Banging on the windows and shit, scratching at the windows, like Just like the time of Noah, man. Once that boat was sealed, the door was sealed. The Lord sealed the door. Nobody could come in. All right. And so if your name ain't written in that roster, you're not coming into the salvation. All right. You're just gonna have to die and then come back, born as a baby, and then you can get to enjoy the kingdom of heaven. Which who knows how long that will be. I don't want to take that chance. It might be 100 years before you get born into the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
So you might be the biggest scoffer, the biggest demon of Israel. He might be born 1,000 years into the kingdom. Like he already missed all the good stuff, man. Right. Yeah, he missed Esau's getting burned up. Damn. I don't want to miss that, man. I'm trying to witness the destruction of Esau now, and I'm trying to witness him get eradicated off the face of the earth. That's right. So we want to be the first fruits, man. And those the men, women, and children that are written in the book of life, they're gonna get to see all that, man. All right, from day one of the kingdom to everlasting, man. Because the kingdom ain't never gonna end. But what the scripture say? Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom.
All right.
That was it on that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 20. Okay. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be."
That's Jacob's trouble. All right, as the brother was going into, it's gonna be like a time like no other. We're gonna see children getting stomped on, women getting raped. All right, so many things, so many horrific things getting ready to happen on this planet. All right, that's gonna be the times of Jacob's trouble. All right, so 2/3 of our people, they haven't listened, they haven't hearkened. So therefore, they're gonna have to listen to the basically going into the things of their evil deeds. All right, they're gonna get recompense for it. All right, so read on.
And then, real quick, like brother said, you're gonna see babies getting bashed, women raped to death, all kind of crazy shit. Right. And then, some people have weak stomachs. Oh, they can't stand the sight of blood, or like these gory videos, and they get getting butchered and chopped up, burned alive, whatever. People want to look away. It's gonna look. That's on video, or like in a movie, some gruesome ass scene. People look away, close their eyes. Oh my God, it's just look. You ain't gonna be able to look away because it's gonna be right there in your face. Right. You're not gonna be able to escape the judgments unless you be written in the book of life, Verse 22, Matthew 24, verse 22. "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened."
All right, it's going to be the elect. All right, those days are going to be shortened for the elect. All right, this is why you see so many things going on. All right, such as the different prophecies that's happening right now. All right, you got Joe Biden, these elections. All right, you got the RFID chip. All these different things, the vaccines, all right, all these different things are happening, all right, for the elect's sake, all right?
Yep, that's why there's prophecies are speeding up, man. That's what it's talking about, days being short. It's not like, now we got 10-hour days. No. I'm talking about the prophecies are coming back to back now, all right? There ain't going to be Hey, there's people talking about, oh, Trump, he gonna run for president in 2024. Are you out of your fucking mind? Ain't no damn way there's gonna be no 2024. Lord's will. Of course, it's all in the hands of the Lord. But damn, if look at the condition of the earth now. You tell me we gotta go through another 4 years? No way. Imagine that. How bad things would be by then. But what? Things are gonna get bad real quick though. That's what talks about the days being short for the elect's sake, man. Imagine now we gotta go another 10 years. Sighing and crying, you know how. Hey, but that's what some of the songs, David would say, "How long, Lord?" And that's what that's our sentiment, That's
right.
Hey, shit, a month, we don't even want to make it out of this year, so let alone another 4 years, shit.
That's hell.
You got some?
Yeah, quick precept in Second Ezra. Second Ezra 16, going into verse 38. It says, verse 37. 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack." Verse 38.
Yeah, and those plagues are what? All the things that the Lord is bringing, like the plagues that He smit Egypt with. Right. Now you're just beginning to see these things. It really been popping. What? The Spirit had Apostle Tahar deemed the year of prophecy. Day 1 of January, shit was popping off. Niggas was getting killed. Nobody even talking about that no more. The Iranian General. Yep, Soleimani. Yep. And then the COVID, then man, all kind of shit happened this year, man. We can't even run down the list. So much shit happened. And just in the last 2 years, I say 2019, 2020, a lot of things have happened, man.
That's right.
Compared to things that were happening just 5 years ago. No, it wasn't like this, man. It's a whole different world right now that we're living in, man.
That's right.
It's a world full of fear, a doubt. All right, confusion, and it's only going to grow more and more in those things,
All right. Reading on, verse 38. "As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb."
Yeah, so 2 or 3 hours before a woman finally gives birth, the baby starts sliding out. That's going to be one of the worst pains she ever feels. Those birth pains, and that's where we're at right now. Those 2 or 3 hours before the birth pain, man. All right, but before that, you get contractions. The woman gets contractions, and she get 1 centimeter dilated, 2 centimeters, so on and so forth, until that 2 or 3 hours prior to that, the bitch is fully dilated. Then the baby starts coming out. Now is that pressure, and then that baby is gonna be the kingdom of heaven. But what? It's gonna be a painful transition,
Yeah, and that's the time of what? Jacob's trouble, as we was going into earlier. All right, and it reads on. It says, it says, "Great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." All right, so that's the prophecies. The things that keep coming on back to back to back. All right, all these things such as you see, like we were going to earlier. All right, the women being ravished. All right, the children being stomped down. All right, the famine. All right, the RFID chip. None of these things are not going to slack as you go into the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. Yep. All right, they tarry. Get that for me, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. The book of Habakkuk 2 and 2, it says, though it tarry, wait for it. But we getting ready to get that. So this
is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse, I'll start at 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch," because this is how you're going to know these things, because the watchmen are watching, Everybody else is bullshitting. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables."
All right, so the vision. All right, we're seeing the visions right now. What the prophets were saying back then, we're seeing it being manifest right now.
And this was at that time. It said, "Write the visions." This is where they're written at, the scriptures. So it says, "Write the vision and make it plain upon tables." So it's what it said. The scriptures say it's plain unto the holy, but stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So look, it's plain unto us. It says, "Plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it."
Right.
So we running. Right? We're doing full sprints over here. Because what well, I wouldn't say. Well, yeah, we're doing full sprint at this moment because this was a race. All right, but it's not given unto the swift. But what? At this point, we at that last, you running around the track, You're doing a mile, it's 4 laps. But when you hit that last straightaway, you don't fucking walk or jog. You hit it.
Yeah,
you
give
full
it your
sprint.
all.
Yeah,
That's right.
And that's where we at. We on that straightaway, man. And shit, we've been in that straightaway for the last couple years, and now we're almost at the finish line.
That's right.
It says that he may run that readeth it, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
That's right.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
All right. And these prophecies are speaking right now, as we see. Okay, we see the RFID chip. All right, these prophecies. All right, we see they're getting ready to implement these vaccinations. All right, you got the elections, the uproars of the people. All right, all these things are coming into place, and right now they're being manifest. All right.
It says, at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right.
Though it tarry, wait for it,
we're waiting for it, and they're not lying. Go ahead.
Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
It's coming. All right, it's here. All right, it's the time of Jacob's trouble, the beginning of it.
Yeah, it's undeniable at this point, man. If you don't want to believe, it's because the Lord don't want you to believe. You're gonna have to find out the hard way.
That's right.
As Scripture say, they shall know it through death by pain. So hey, a lot of our people, get the hell with the heathens. Give 2 shits about them. A lot of our people are just gonna have to find out the hard way, man. Go back to that second Ezra.
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. Verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
That's right. So in those days, we're going to have to be as pilgrims, meaning moving around. We're not going to be stationary, all right, at camp. You at your house, chilling. The Lord's going to have you run into things that you're going to be able to chill for a bit, because that's what the Lord said. We're going to eat, we're going to drink, we're going to rejoice. So, but that's going to come through the pilgrimage, You might be going through some, traveling or whatever, and then you come across a house fully loaded.
That's right.
Got generators, where you got power and shit, everybody. So, hey, the Lord's going to look out for us, man. But what? We're going to be as pilgrims, man. You might find yourself in a place like this, man, in the middle of the woods somewhere. Who knows? But the scriptures say that we be as pilgrims. Read that again, Bible Show.
All right. It's the book of 2 Ezra 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle.
Make you ready to the battle, man. Because what? This is about to be a battle. All right, it's gonna be a physical battle out here in these streets, and it's gonna be a spiritual battle too. Because Satan's gonna be trying you in that time, man.
That's right.
Satan's gonna be trying you, trying to sow some doubt in you, in your mind. But you can't let that doubt overcome. All right, you got to combat it with the Spirit and the Scriptures. Good.
Right. It reads on, and in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Right. And those evils, man. With evils meaning bad times or ill times. All right. Which is what? The time of Jacob's trouble. Right. You just sitting up at your house thinking that everything's gonna be fine. When the shit hit the fan, the troops gonna come in there and bust you over the head. Well, of course, we're gonna have to go with the Spirit. The Spirit's gonna guide us and really be showing us what to do. We have to be able to discern spiritual things. That's why we practice that now. Being able to read spirits, being able to see the signs and hints the Lord be sending you. And the signs come in many forms. It could be a person, it could be an animal, it could be a sign, it could be something that happened. It could be anything, man. But you have to be able to recognize that. All right, did the Lord tell me to go this way? I'm gonna go this way. But then you can't be doubting, man, because it'd be like, I don't know, is that the Lord? Nah, let me go this way instead. Then you end up running into troops. They beat your ass and kill you, or end up in a concentration camp. But if it's the Lord's will, that's the Lord's will. But hey, the Lord's gonna be working with His men, because remember, we're gonna have followers in that day. People are gonna be following us, looking for answers, trying to seek refuge, and we're gonna be like the scripture say in Isaiah, I think it's 32. A man shall be a covering from the wind. All right, like shade in the hot summer day. So hey, we got to be in that mindset in these coming weeks, man, and these coming days, right? Because that's what it's gonna be dependent on. If we trust in the Lord.
I got one more.
Yeah, we can close out on that.
All right, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 6. It says, "Seek ye the Lord while He may be found."
Yeah, because we ain't gonna be out there teaching on our highways and byways when the shit hits the fan. All right, when the famine of the word comes, it's gonna be very hard to find us. You're not gonna find us really, unless the Lord wants you to be saved. You know, but you need to seek the Lord. It's better to seek the Lord now while you still have liberty. You know, the internet's still up. You know, you can still go to your local prophets on the local corner. You know, it ain't hard to find us. I mean, shit. We've been on the news. You've scoffed at us. You know, you've seen us on YouTube or whatever social media site. Niggas like to make memes and shit about us. But hey, so you're gonna have no excuse, man. Go ahead.
The word's been out. All right, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
That's right. Yeah, because the Lord's about to remove himself, man. He's not gonna be near right now. He's near, all right, because he sent out his prophets, his messengers. But soon he's not gonna be found. You're gonna call on the Lord, and he ain't gonna be there for you. You know, so now is the time you need to get right, repent, and come back to the Lord. You know, you got anything else? Nah. So the Lord's orders was edifying. You know, just take heed, man. You know, the Spirit's speaking, and you know, the prophecies are speaking. So we're almost out of here. So with that, Lord's orders is edifying. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. The honors to the elder apostles, great millstone. Salutation, much love to Yakim. Shalom.
Shalom.
Show y'all where we at. Woo!